Say that last sentence again, because that's the most important sentence of that book. Right. And that was such a revelation to me. I was a pretty selfish guy, and if I got what I wanted, kind of thing, then I'm good. And it doesn't work that way, I learned. And that book kind of revealed that to me. Do you remember the part in the book about, and I even hate, it's so psycho-babble or psycho-pop psychology. Do you remember the part about the love bucket? Was that a thing in there, the love bucket? What was the essence of the love bucket? Ugh. In order for what to happen, a bucket. You said the bucket needs to be. Did you say that, Shreen? In order for what to happen?
For you to feel at peace with yourself and content, or your relationship can
thrive, right? Yeah, and it is something that is our responsibility with the people who we are with to help fill that bucket, and we can. But what Chapman's idea was, not everyone likes to feel loved the same way. Not everyone has the same ideal way. And so he said there's basically 5 ways, right? And what are those? Who has not read this book? Who's never heard of this before? Oh, okay, good. You've heard of it but not read it? Yes. Yeah, okay. Most everyone's heard of it before. There's 5 ways, essentially, and every year I do this, and I think, did he miss anything? And I'm like, really? Is there anything that this guy missed? And nobody seems to come up with any other ways that people tend to want to feel loved.
Yeah, somebody else put there were 7. What are they? Words of affirmation.
So we have words of affirmation, service. What else? What are the other 3? Receiving gifts. Receiving gifts. Physical touch. To what?
There's agape love, which is selfless love.
Yeah, and I would probably say agape feels this way. Or giving. I mean, agape is unconditional kind of love, right? What's the other one?
It matches under one of the others.
Okay. So the idea here is, which you summarized actually perfectly, each of us has a preferred one or maybe more than one of these ways of how we like to most be loved. Not how we like to love others necessarily, but how the idea, peripherally, you tend to want to love others the way you like to be loved. That's one kind of way to tell. We're going to do a little self-assessment in a second, but anyway, if you feel like you are receiving this kind of your preferred love way, then it fills this up. Your emotional bank account or your love bucket or whatever it is. You feel fulfilled in the relationship. And as a result, this tends to happen. I wish I'd have known this. My gosh. I mean, what a brilliant idea, I thought. If I was with somebody who I knew liked, say, this, I wouldn't, not waste my time, but I wouldn't spend so much time with this, thinking this is helpful if this isn't that person's preferred love language. What a great thing to know, I thought. Now, am I missing anything? Those of you who've read the book, is there anything else in there that we haven't?
Says sometimes you can have more than one way. Like some people can have two or three different ways.
And the
Not as, but
yeah,
another thing added in.
and I think over time these might change as well. One person's preferred. And let me just say also, I just have to say, sometimes this is a better decision. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is how it has to be. Sometimes not being together is a far better decision.